We continued our super hot run with the MLB picks yesterday by winning our top play, which was over 4.5 runs to be scored in the first 5 innings of the Marlins vs Cardinals game. I was worried when only 2 runs had been scored through 4 innings, but those teams exploded for 5 runs in the 5th inning alone. Attaboy! It turned out to be the lone premium pick that I found in baseball yesterday. There were a few bets that were borderline acceptable, but I don't force bets just for the sake of it. So I played it safe and only made that wager. So far this season, we have accumulated 18 wins, 6 losses, and 3 ties. So let's keep it up. In today's video, I would like to share 3 potential bets with you. Only one of them is a premium pick, but the other 2 could still give you some food for thought. Are you ready for this? Up first, I am considering taking the Boston Red Sox to pull off the mild upset against the Angels in Los Angeles. I have to admit, I'm a bit surprised by the line given Boston has the better team and holds a good edge in terms of the pitching matchup, in my humble opinion. I would grade this pick 3 stars out of 5, and so far I have not pulled the trigger, but I am strongly thinking about it. I think everyone agrees the Red Sox represent a superior club. Even the lines to win the World Series show that Boston has a higher probability than the Angels. On the mound, I really like the outlook for Cutter Crawford. Last year, his 4.04 ERA may not impress you at first, but for those of you who have been following me for a while, you know that I value the famous WHIP statistic a lot more. The league average is 1.30, while Crawford's figure was 1.11. That was significantly better than the average. In his season debut, Crawford shined big time. He did not allow an earned run over 6 innings of work against Seattle. I think he could be in for a breakout season. He also performed very well during training camp, and it carried over to the regular season. Meanwhile, the Angels will start Griffin Canning. He did a fine job last season with some ups and downs. He got off to a bad start in the 2024 campaign by allowing 5 runs in 5 innings in Baltimore. What makes this bet even more enticing is the fact that it is backed by my hot teams matchup number 1 betting strategy. The latter did very well from 2019 to 2022 before crashing down last year. Was it just an outlier? Will it get back on track this season? It's hard to tell, but I'm going to be more cautious regarding this betting angle early in the year. Let's move on to my second baseball betting tip after this quick break. The second play is supported by the cold teams matchup number 2 betting system that goes like this. If the road team has lost either 1, 2, or 3 straight games, while the home club is undergoing a losing skid of length at least 4, then you need to put your money on the home team to halt their bad run. Using those rules over a 7-year period generated good profit. And since developing it, I've been tracking its performance of 4 recent seasons, and it also did a good job, except last year where it suffered some minor losses, but I still trust it. In the current case, the Rays are the visiting squad and they have lost 1 game in a row. They will be up against the Rockies, who have been defeated on 4 straight occasions. So, by following the rules of the cold teams matchup number 2 betting strategy, we are supposed to grab Colorado. Their money line is around plus 145 in American format or 2.45 in decimal. I'm not sure I have the courage to make that bet. Personally, I would grade it 1 star out of 5, which shows my lack of confidence. The only reason I would be considering it is the fact that it qualifies under the system I just told you about. So I guess my final advice would be to avoid taking the Rays because I'm not sure it is worth taking that risk with such low odds. But I'm not necessarily advocating to place a bet on the Rockies. It's time for my best bet of the day in Major League Baseball for Friday, April 5th. I hesitated between grading it 4 or 5 stars, and ultimately I decided to go with 4. But this is one of the premium picks that I shared at mjpicks.com earlier this morning. I shared 2 more, by the way. I am taking under 8.5 runs to be scored in the White Sox vs Royals matchup. This AL Central Division showdown will feature Eric Fedde squaring off against Brady Singer. Fedde spent the first 6 seasons of his career with the Washington Nationals. He was not very good in any of them, as his whip stat was always above the league average of 1.30. He spent last season in the KBO League and he enjoyed good success there. It earned him another shot in the big leagues, and so far so good. In his opening start of the season, he allowed 2 runs in 4 2/3 innings. Both runs were solo shots, by the way. It is worth noting that he struck out 7 batters in the process. Brady Singer can be a bit of a mystery at times. He looks great sometimes, but he is susceptible to ugly starts as well. Playing against a weak offense, I think he could dominate and shut down Chicago's bats today. Last Sunday, Singer struck out 10 Twins batters while tossing 7 scoreless innings with just 3 hits allowed. That was impressive, and I think he can do it again today. My confidence in this bet is reinforced by the fact that both offenses have not been very good thus far. The White Sox have put an average of 2 runs on the board per game, which is awful. I really love this bet, so I am putting 3% of my bankroll on it. If you enjoyed this video, the best way to say thank you is to subscribe to this channel, leave a positive comment, or click the thumbs up button. I would be incredibly grateful if you could do this because that would help my channel help more sports bettors like you to grow their bankrolls as well. We are in this fun journey together and we are the Bookie Crushers. I'm Professor MJ. Have a lovely weekend, guys.